Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's free training. And today I'm going to talk a lot about recovering from toxins in the environment and your food supply. So listen up, it's a lot of good information, and let's get started. So my name is Meg, if you don't know. I am a holistic nutritionist and detox coach with an MBA in sustainability. So I put all of those things together to provide guidance on how to recover from toxins in your environment, in your home, in the food supply, etc. I'm the founder of Toxin Free Life, and that's the page that, of course, you're watching this on. And it's basically a healthy living lifestyle brand. So a good resource for lots of different information. I'm so happy you're here today. Today's training, again, is a free training, so just listen up and comment if you have any questions. I'm going to try to follow along. So let's get started. So this is a group of pictures of me from about 10 years ago. So as you can see, I was suffering from a lot of lifestyle symptoms. So why do we want to recover from our lifestyle and the toxins that we encounter? Because we're suffering needlessly. So I'm the perfect example. In these photos, my body was basically falling apart because of my lifestyle choices and my diet choices, and I just didn't know any better. This is before I had any of the health training that I have now. My health decline happened very fast. In my mid-20s, I was the same size I am now, a size 6, and I looked healthy from the outside, but I didn't feel healthy internally because of my lifestyle and diet. And then over the next few years, by my late 20s and around my 30th birthday, my body was basically just falling apart. So my lifestyle was essentially a work hard, play hard lifestyle. I was a high-level corporate leader. I had a lot of responsibility at my job and I loved it, but it took my focus away from my health. And I also had not really bothered to learn about how my body worked and what I was putting into it and what I was exposed to. So my desire to manage my health was then fostered by this lack of health because I started suffering from a lot of different symptoms of lifestyle and diet. So those included excess weight, which you can see in the picture, severe digestive discomfort. I had a major food intolerance, which I didn't know about. Thinning hair, I think you can see that in the photos as well. Acne, chronic fatigue, brain fog, frequent illness. My immune system was very, very weak. Autoimmune disease, chronic pain and inflammation, extreme menstrual symptoms. And then sadly, that all culminated in a miscarriage, basically because my body was so nutritionally deficient. My body was screaming for help, so I not only listened, I dove headfirst into this life-altering, healthy living journey. So basically, that journey has led me to the point where I'm very healthy again. And now you can see the difference. So this is 10 years after the other photos that you saw. And, I've been looking good and feeling good for years now. So it didn't take long to recover my body. And that's an important part of this message. I really want to make sure that you understand, you can go from feeling very sick and having excess weight and all the symptoms that we talked about to a healthy body in a really short period of time if you dedicate yourself to recovering from exposure to toxins in the food supply and environment. So the first few changes I made were basically going to a whole food-based diet from a processed food-based diet and cutting out some food intolerance items that I had been diagnosed with. So I quickly returned to a size 8 after making some changes, and then soon after that I was back to a size 6. And I've been able to maintain that for over 5 years very easily based on the changes that I made to my diet and lifestyle. And I haven't been sick beyond a 24-hour bug in 5 years. And I've had 2 healthy little baby dolls. So I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old now. And they also rarely get sick because of our lifestyle and diet choices. When they do get sick, it's a very short bug. Neither of them has ever had antibiotics, which is amazing. It isn't that we are completely against it. Obviously, I understand the impact it has on gut health, but if the doctor said that's what we had to do, we would do it. You know, we're not militant against medication in the medical world. We just haven't had to leverage it. We haven't had to leverage antibiotics or other medications to keep them healthy. We've done it with just lifestyle and nutrition, and that's been awesome. So over the last 5 years, not only have I not had a sickness to deal with, I've also no longer had the pain and inflammation and acne and brain fog or extreme menstrual symptoms that I used to have. And of course, I've shed all of that excess weight. So the no menstrual symptoms caveat is kind of a next level application of knowledge. And I'm happy to go into that with anyone who's interested. I'm not going to dive into that now. But when I got my period back last January, after having, had 2 babies and nursed for a really long time, I had, pretty mild cramps, but I still had cramps. And then through this next level of health and wellness application, I actually got rid of all of those symptoms. So no cramping, no bloating, no mood change, no nothing. It's like it's not even happening, which is great. So if you want more info on that, let me know. And let's see what else. For now, we're just going to talk about the general health. So it's worth getting healthy, not just to feel damn good, but also to save money. The average American spends $10,000 per year on reactive healthcare. That's a statistic from the CDC. With an average lifespan of 84 years, I'll be on this earth for 44 more years. And if I didn't make the changes that I made, I would be one of those people who is staring down the barrel of a $10,000 a year reactive healthcare plan. And that would mean that I would be spending from this point forward $440,000 on healthcare, which is completely unacceptable. So instead, I spend, less than 100th of that amount, right, on preventive healthcare to have the body that I can actually enjoy my life with. So today I'm going to walk through some of those preventive health tactics, and hopefully you find some value in that. So another resource, if you're interested in it, if you really truly want to make a change and you need some guidance now, join my Facebook group, the Toxin Free Tribe. For now, it's free, but it won't be for long. So there's a link associated with this video. So go ahead and click on that and join the group if you want some more support. I post in there regularly about, all the different things that I recommend for healthy living. Another resource that I leverage a lot is the Healthy Living Revolution. This is what initially the organization that provided me with the resources that I initially used to jumpstart my health at the beginning of my journey. And now, lucky for you, they actually embedded all of those resources within this Healthy Living Revolution movement. And I still leverage it all the time. You can use these resources too. They're free. They're available at the healthylivingrevolution.com. And, I'm so thankful to be a part of this community. It's truly inspiring healthy living all around the world. And what is it all about? So what does the Healthy Living Revolution mean? It means that, people are waking up to the fact that we need to take responsibility for our family's health and for our health. And we're waking up to the fact that the government, schools, and reactive healthcare system do not have our best interests at heart from a preventive healthcare standpoint. So this website has all sorts of resources that you can use to get the support that you need to start making changes. But again, if you want more help from me, come to my group, the Toxin Free Tribe. So why do we need the Healthy Living Revolution? Why do we need these resources? Because healthy living used to be simple. It wasn't the latest superfood or new diet craze. It was fresh vegetables from our grandma's garden. It was kids playing outside till it was dark. That's how we lived as kids, drinking water from a hose that was actually safe to drink. And at the end of the day, we were tired and we went to sleep. So today looks extremely different. Family dinners are replaced with fast food. a lot of the time. Games outside are replaced with video games online. Sugary sodas have gone from a treat to the main drink, and people don't have the energy to get through their day. Here you can see all those negative choices. So let's start by talking about you, because we need to be well to be the best version of ourselves. So ask yourself, how are you doing in these key areas? And really think about it. Are you eating real food, not something from a package or a box? Are you exercising most days? Are you drinking water instead of tea, coffee, soda, juice, wine, etc.? 75% water is what our bodies require. Sleep. Are you getting all the sleep that you need? Are you getting the detoxing, repairing, and hormone balancing that our bodies do when we sleep? Society today is very sleep deprived, and some people wear that like a badge of honor, but it is not healthy for us. We need proper sleep to be healthy. So we need to be well to armor ourselves, because we are all being faced with huge challenges. There are two startling trends in our world right now. One is that we're living in a very chemical world. We're being bombarded by toxins, which is leading to all kinds of health problems. So unless you're living in a bubble, which no one does, these toxins are everywhere. We're breathing them in. We're putting them on our skin. They're on our lawn, in our pool. We're even eating them. And if you go to my homepage, toxinfreelife.com, and scroll about halfway down, there are a lot of free video trainings on the environmental detoxification process, including how to properly purify your air, filter your water, and detox your skin and body care routines and home cleaning routines. So I'm not going to get into all the environmental stuff today during this training. I will provide a training on that soon. But for now, you can go to toxinfreelife.com and start to learn about ways to combat environmental toxicity. But today we're going to talk about how to take care of your body so that you can fight off exposure to those toxins. So food quality is the other issue. Our food quality is decreasing. We can't even pronounce a lot of the ingredients in our foods, and that's a huge problem. We need less preservatives, flavor enhancers, emulsifiers, synthetic vitamins, GMOs. We need more nutrients. We need more whole foods. So buying less of the processed stuff and eating more whole food prepared meals is what will deliver less of those negative ingredients and more of the nutrients that you actually need in your body to heal and fight off exposure to all of the toxins in the environment. So all of those toxins in the food that we eat and our environment contribute to oxidative stress at the cellular level. So toxins, unhealthy ingredients, stress, and life all contribute to oxidative stress. Oxidative stress causes aging and disease. The great news is we can neutralize or slow down this disease and aging process by getting antioxidants in our system every day. So you know that when you put lemon juice on an apple, it keeps that apple from aging and turning brown. That's because of the powerful antioxidants in the lemon. The same concept exists within us at the cellular level. The best sources of antioxidants come from fruits and vegetables, and they protect us and slow down the aging process and give us the power to fight off exposure to toxins in our food supply and environment. So the situation in our country is that mass-produced fruits and vegetables pack a lower nutritional punch because we have over-farmed soil, a long transportation route to get, for example, apples from Washington and blueberries from Maine. What if you live in Florida and you get your oranges from California, which would be silly, but that could happen. And essentially what happens is the fruits and vegetables are picked green, so they're not fully ripe, and then they're transported thousands of miles so that they can get to the grocery store for you to purchase them. But the route that they're traveling and that length of time from when they're harvested and when you get them, the nutritional value is actually decreasing. So the difference between picking a tomato from your garden and eating it versus buying a tomato at the store is a large nutritional difference. A lot of our fruits and vegetables have lost 5 to 40% of their nutrient content by the time they make it to the store where you buy them. This is why we have to overcompensate and have at least 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables per day to get our body the nutrients that it needs. A serving of a fruit or vegetable is about the size of your fist. So think about that. Do you get 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables that are the size of your fist every day? So one idea is to grow your own food. The Tower Garden is a way to grow food in your home. And this is actually the first resource that I leveraged by the folks behind the Healthy Living Revolution because I was enamored with these. I grew up in Central Florida and I was obviously a Disney kid, right? And at Epcot at Disney World, they have an attraction called The Land, which is for, the growing of food for the restaurants in the park. And they have basically an industrial version of the tower that you see here. And so it felt very familiar to me when I ran into one of these at a health and wellness event. And so I quickly dove right in and got 3. I got the family garden, and now I distribute these. So I'm an urban farmer, and I also teach other people how to be urban farmers as well. So basically a tower garden is amazing because you can grow all of these plants without soil. So there's no dirt, no digging, no weeding. You can grow them anywhere because they come with a light kit. And that light kit provides all the nutrients for the light that the plants need. And then you add nutrients to the water, which are just liquid minerals. And this is actually a very sustainable way to farm as well, because it's 90% less water usage than a soil garden because the water recirculates through the system and it uses 90% less space. So the Tower Garden also was studied to yield 30% higher produce and the nutritional equivalents to fruits and vegetables grown in the best soil. So this makes growing fun because the vegetables grow faster. You can grow them right in your home. You could even put them in a no-light basement if you needed to. And it helps you join the farm to table movement to eat local and organic. And you're getting those fruits or those veggies. You can grow fruits in here too, like strawberries and things, but you're eating them right off the vine. So you're eating them at peak ripeness, which means that you're getting a higher level of nutrition than if you were to buy those at the store. And you'll save a lot of money too. They say the average return on investment from a person that buys organic produce is about 6 months for a tower garden. So that's a lot of savings over time too, because you can extrapolate that across the years ahead when you're using your tower garden. So a little bit more about these. This is actually a picture of my tower gardens, and you can learn more about them at megsmith.towergarden.com. And you can also learn about them on the website. I'm going to try to play this video for you now. If you can't hear it, comment and let me know. But I would love to share just a little bit more about these with you.
My tower garden, I absolutely love. Right away, I was like, what is this? I'm not a gardener. I was a bit skeptical, but, I ordered a tower garden. I planted it. I was simply amazed that 3 weeks later, you're eating off this thing. Well, I teach my kids about nutrition through the tower garden, and they love to see it grow. They actually harvest from it every day.
I think the greatest thing is seeing my little ones go out and actually eat different lettuces and things that they normally wouldn't just pick off and eat, and telling me how good it is.
We can grow so many different colors on our tower garden. I've been astounded at the variety. And what's fantastic is when we grow it on the tower, everybody wants to eat it.
we're all struggling to eat more fruits and vegetables. And we know that the fruits and vegetables that we get in the stores just aren't the same quality as what we can get on our towers.
It's a lot of fun to have a tower garden and actually just go cut off your own salad and eat it. And this one step is a fantastic bridge to getting excited about getting healthier.
Well, I have 2 tower gardens because I have a big family.
We have 2 of them, and we have grown indoors 3 solid years in Alaska.
I have 3 tower gardens, and it's been amazing to see it grow.
I have 4 tower gardens. The tower garden has basically replaced the farmer's market.
Tower Garden and the Juice Plus products work perfectly for helping people get on the road to better health.
Juice Plus has really changed my life. That's my what is that, testimonial? That's my testimonial.
So I hope you enjoyed that little video. You know, they talked a little bit about their children eating right off the tower gardens, which I've been able to enjoy as well. There's nothing like watching your little toddler pick a piece of spinach off a tower garden and actually eat it. It's been a great resource. They help me plant the seeds. They help me seed the plants. They help me plant the plants. They help me harvest the plants. They help me cook with the plants. So it's really getting them involved in the source of their food, which is amazing. And it is from the Juice Plus company. That's the company that produces the tower garden and offers them to folks. And one of their other products we learned about later, after we adopted the tower garden urban gardening systems, we started learning more information about produce concentrates and adding those to our daily lives. I had not used these initially, so I got to most of my health and wellness goals, like losing weight and consuming more whole foods without produce concentrates. But I didn't get to that immune system boost where I stopped being sick regularly until I adopted produce concentrates. So as I mentioned earlier, you know, my kids have not had more than a little 24-hour bug in their entire lives. They've never needed medication to fight sickness, including antibiotics. And this is all because of produce concentrates. So essentially, when you leverage produce concentrates like Juice Plus, you're getting all of these in your system at once. And if you do that every day, you're getting a variety of more than 30 raw, vined, ripened fruits, veggies, and berries consistently. And that's really hard to do, especially when you're trying to source pesticide, herbicide free and non-GMO. So adding that produce concentrate on top of the fruits and vegetables that you do eat every day helps you boost the level of nutrition that you get in your system. And that just provides a ton of different benefits to you physically. So yeah, think about it. Like, when was the last time you ate a papaya or black currants or bilberries or parsley? These are all things that are included in these produce concentrates. And I'll get into why I like this brand better than others momentarily. But for now, let's talk a little bit more about the experience that I had with them. So my experience came along with a postpartum bounce back from pregnancy. So the reason I added produce concentrates to my daily routine is because by the time I was pregnant with my second kiddo, I knew about the benefits to her development as a fetus. So it helps with developing the heart and the brain to have all of those extra nutrients in your system every day. So when I had my first baby, I didn't yet know about this. And the picture on the left here is 11 weeks after I had her. And the picture on the right is 11 days after I had my second baby. And that was the pregnancy that I leveraged produce concentrates during. And remember, I was doing this for the health of my baby. I didn't anticipate that I would stay on produce concentrates for the rest of my life. But the reason that I have not ditched them is because of how I feel. So that feeling good after having a baby was different for me than the first pregnancy. So after my first pregnancy, I was dealing with all of the symptoms that our society deems normal for a pregnancy bounce back. We think it's normal to feel fatigue and brain fog and physical weakness and to be immunocompromised and to struggle for months to lose the excess weight. We think that's normal, but it's not. So when I added produce concentrates to my diet and increased my level of nutrient intake of a variety of fruits and vegetables during that pregnancy, what I experienced was phenomenal. I gained 10 more pounds during the second pregnancy, yet 11 days later, I looked like I hadn't even had a baby. This is not an edited photo. This is just what I looked like when I happened to finally look in the mirror after coming home with my daughter. And I was like, oh my God, this is insane. So basically the other conditions that I had been under after my first baby didn't exist this time. I was strong. I was emotionally, mentally, and physically capable and strong. My immune system did not get broken down. I was alert, I was focused, and I was happy. And just 5 weeks postpartum, I had my doctor's clearance to work out. I didn't think I'd be able to actually do anything. I thought I would still be weak, but instead I was surprised to discover I could do a full minute plank after not working out from the end of the pregnancy through having the baby and that rest period after. So this was amazing for me. And because of that, I've never looked back, and I've continued to leverage them on a daily basis, produce concentrates. And I've also been able to maintain my body composition. So, you know, why leave them behind? It's fantastic. I feel good. I'm not sick, etc. So this is kind of the explanation of what a produce concentrate is. So it's pretty fascinating. Fruits and vegetables are packed with thousands of phytonutrients or plant nutrients. These are the vitamins, the trace minerals, the antioxidants, and everything else that help prevent disease. This is a list of the 400 ingredients that we know of in one apple. Scientists believe there are over 10,000, but this is the list of the 400 that we know of. Different colors of fruits and vegetables have different phytonutrients that do different things in the body. That's why you need the rainbow of colors in your diet to detoxify and protect. Everything you see here is in the right ratio and the right balance and synergy, and your body knows exactly what to do with it because it's food. Compare that to a multivitamin, which is 20 isolated components. So they're taking 20 of these 400 things, but they're also boosting the quantity. So you're getting a pharmaceutical grade quantity of select nutrients in a multivitamin versus a produce concentrate, which has all of the nutrients in the fruit or vegetable in the amount that your body needs it, which makes it more bioavailable. So that's why a vitamin could never replace fruits and vegetables, and why it's better to take produce concentrates in the form of capsules or gummies than it is to take a multivitamin. We have a deficiency in our country. It's not a vitamin deficiency, but it's a whole food deficiency. And that's what this healthy living revolution is all about, is getting rid of that deficiency and educating people and making sure that they are aware that there are alternatives, that you can add all these nutrients to your body, and you can do it with one simple change, just adding produce concentrates to your system. So one other thing to point out, I did my holistic nutritionist training after I became infatuated with produce concentrates. One of the reasons was I wanted to understand why my body felt so good when I had incorporated more fruit and vegetable nutrition after my second kiddo. And what I learned actually made me like produce concentrates even more, because I knew when I started my nutritionist training program that I might get steered away from them for some reason, but instead it actually reaffirmed my my desire to keep them in my routine, because I had even more information about how these nutrients on an individual basis help you with every aspect of your health. So let's watch a quick video. This is about the brand of produce concentrates that I like, which is Juice Plus. This is about Juice Plus specifically. They are a thoroughly researched brand, which is one of the reasons I like them. This study that we'll hear about in a moment is regarding the impact Juice Plus has on genes and genetic expression, which is very important because your genes load the gun with regard to disease, but your diet and lifestyle pull the trigger. So if you incorporate things like more plant-based nutrition and nutrients into your daily routine, you are affecting the genetic expression of your genes. So this is very interesting. So let's go ahead and watch this, and then I'll dive into a little bit more about why I like this brand versus others.
We all know that our genes can play an important role in developing heart disease or cancer. But what many people think, that they are just victims of their genes, is simply not true. Our lifestyle impacts more than 50% of our health, and diet plays a major role. Genes can be turned up or down by what we choose to eat. The influence of nutrition on our genes is a new field of research called nutrigenomics. Australian researchers analyzed changes in gene expression. They wanted to know whether supplementation with Juice Plus affects certain groups of genes involved in inflammation and DNA repair. And now get this. They found that over 1,600 genes were changed after just 8 weeks of taking Juice Plus. The message here is simple. Good nutrition from a wide variety of fruits and vegetables is proven, once again, to be an important component of good health.
So beyond the 35 plus research studies about the health benefits of Juice Plus, I also like that brand because they're pesticide, herbicide free, non-GMO. The organization has a lot of pull in the marketplace with regard to supporting sustainable agriculture, and they do things to support it. So as the largest consumer of kale in the world and the second largest consumer of cranberries, they do a lot to promote sustainable agriculture. And then they also have a third-party quality assurance process. This is important in any supplement, whether it's whole food produce concentrates or vitamins. You need to make sure that the company has a third-party quality assurance process because most brands of supplements don't have that, and the whole industry is lacking in regulation. So you might think you're taking one thing, but you might be getting something completely different. And there's actually news broadcasts about this. I know Frontline did an episode about this. And so the Juice Plus company has an NSF certification, and they are the third party that makes sure what's on the label is in the product and what's in the product is on the label. And that certification is actually the one that the US Olympic Committee requires on any supplement that their athletes take. So that's good enough for me. If it's good enough for the US Olympic Committee, it's good enough for me. And one more thing to point out, a lot of Olympians take Juice Plus not because they can, but because it helps them recover from the oxidative stress of their brutal workouts. So it helps with athletic recovery. And that's important, obviously, when you're competing at the Olympic level. Oops, sorry. So here's just a list of all of the research studies. There's more being conducted now. So there are 30 published studies. That one that we just heard from was number 36. And this research has taken place all over the world for 20 years. Well-known research institutions, universities, and hospitals have studied what happens in people's bodies when they consume Juice Plus. And what they've found is that it improves cardiovascular wellness, supports the immune system, improves gum tissue, reduces oxidative stress, reduces inflammation, protects DNA, provides healthier skin, insulin resistance, abdominal fat mass reduction, increases quality of life, and has pulmonary lung health benefits. These research studies are done on people of all different ages, populations, healthy people, not healthy people, pregnant women. And what has been proven in these studies is that Juice Plus is absorbed by the body and works at a cellular level, just like fruits and vegetables do, because it is fruits and vegetables. So this is how you take healthy back. You give your body what it needs to perform at the level that you are asking it to. So this research, obviously has attracted a lot of people who work in health and wellness and medicine. It's attracted thousands of doctors from all over the world as clients and advocates, and well-known physicians like Dr. David Phillips, Dr. Sears, all feel that there's no comparison to adding produce concentrates to your diet. So the Juice Plus company has other products as well. This is their complete shakes, which are plant-based proteins. So this is your macronutrition versus the produce concentrates, which are your micronutrition. And what's interesting about these shakes is that they are a low glycemic load stabilizer for your blood sugar. They're vegan and non-GMO, gluten and dairy-free, plant-based protein blend, and have a powerful prebiotic fiber. So if you've ever been so busy that you forgot to eat, this is a great thing to have on hand, because you can add this, protein packed, nutrition packed shake to your diet, and it becomes a resource because it helps you with your willpower. So we all know what it's like to be raiding the pantry because our blood sugar is low and we just need to get something into our body. So this is a good alternative to what you might eat otherwise. It has 13 grams of protein, 8 grams of fiber, and yeah, it keeps your gut healthy with the prebiotics, and so it's very important for our health. You can use it in a lot of ways. I always drink these in the morning when I have them, just because I like to have something high protein right away. It's not a meal replacer unless you add some other things to it, because the calorie level is not that high. But it's great to just start your day with that. I'm kind of a grazer. I eat here and there throughout the day, so I don't need to have my shake be a meal. But it could be if you just added some more to it to increase the calories. And the kids, they love this type of stuff too. They think it's delicious. And so here's a quick video with Dr. Jan Roberto where she's going to talk about complete shakes. And you can get them at my website, megsmith.juiceplus.com. So let's listen to Dr. Jan.
Hello there. My name is Dr. Jan Roberto. I'm a family physician in Springfield, Ohio, and I've been practicing for over 25 years. I love Juice Plus. I've been eating it for 10 years. I heard about it from another physician. It made sense to me because I did not eat enough fruits and vegetables. Juice Plus is smart and easy, and it's a great solution. And I have peace of mind because the research shows that it works. So, we do need a variety of fruits and vegetables, and this is just the next best thing, evidence-based and clinically proven to fill in the gap. Another way to be nutritionally fit is to have good macronutrition of those protein, carbohydrates, and fat that give your body calories or food for fuel. Juice Plus also has a whole food beverage that is plant-based and protein-rich. Juice Plus Complete. It is gluten-free, low-fat, no cholesterol, artificial flavorings, coloring, or preservatives, no wheat, dairy, or eggs, no caffeine, herbs, and it is kosher certified. 130 calories, a half a gram of fat, 8 grams of fiber. 6 of those are soluble fiber, 2 insoluble, and 13 grams of protein. Sometimes people that are used to whey protein will look at that protein and wonder why it's only 13 and they're used to maybe 20. Well, that is because whey protein is highly processed and it comes from milk. And so it is not as clean as the protein in this product. Here's Raymond. He is the soybean farmer who's responsible for our amazing soy protein. He is dedicated to rotating crops, non-GMO. It's a water washed process that retains so much more nutrition. And the plant-based soy isoflavones help the cardiovascular system, inflammation, the immune system, helps with cholesterol. And so know that this is just a wonderful way to stay healthy. And since 2009, there have been several studies that show that there is extreme safety with eating soy, including JAMA, who said those with breast cancer had a decreased risk of death and reoccurrence, and a new piece from Nutrition Review that soy can possibly slow down cancer progression. We know that there is a lot of research done on the Japanese, and they have a diet of 30 to 35 grams per day of soy, and our soy is 11 grams. And so what a wonderful way to be secure, knowing that this is safe and healthy way to get your protein. Now let's look at the sweetener blend. Two kinds of sweeteners that are actually healthy: the organic cane sugar and stevia. Again, a high nutrition content, and it's not been sprayed or bleached. Also the fiber blend. When we think of fiber, there's the insoluble fiber that helps with colon health. So 2 grams are insoluble. The other 6 grams are the type of fiber that gets absorbed and helps stabilize blood sugar, slows the breakdown and release of sugar into the blood. And those are the sources there: the gum fiber, the fructooligosaccharides, which is a prebiotic that helps aid in the population of good bacteria in the colon, a natural plant cellulose, rice bran, soy fiber, pectin, apple fiber. So that's just so great to have that kind of healthy fiber in the complete. And then 4 sources of powder blend: pumpkin powder, which is high in beta carotene; pomegranate, which is great for heart health; spirulina, which is a super green from the blue-green algae grown in the Kona regions of Hawaii. It's actually from the oldest continuously cultivated and harvested spirulina in the world. And yucca, which is a root vegetable, helps with inflammation. And finally, 6 sources of ancient blend grains: the sprouts, which include broccoli, alfalfa, and radish. These are micronutrients, concentrated phytonutrients that help protect against disease and protect your DNA. And the ancient grains: amaranth, which is a balanced protein, carb, and fat, which is a great energy food; organic quinoa, which is rich in amino acids and is a relative of the leafy spinach and Swiss chard; and organic millet, which is great for heart health. MD Anderson published a study in GYN Oncology using the Orchard Garden micronutrition as well as the Juice Plus Complete. And they took ovarian cancer survivors that already had been studied using 10 servings of fruits and vegetables. Took them a lot of motivation to do this on a daily basis. They then took another group that was eating just 5 servings a day and added Juice Plus Complete and the Juice Plus micronutrients of the Orchard and Garden. And what they found was indeed that the 5 a day with the Juice Plus products were equivalent to the 10 a day of fruits and vegetables. This to me explains clearly how Juice Plus bridges the gap. We have the micronutrition of the Orchard Garden Vineyard that helps build, repair, and protect on a cellular level, and the macronutrition of the Juice Plus Complete beverage, giving you that balanced protein, carbohydrate, and fat, which gives your body some calories and food for fuel. Well, I am so excited to have been able to share this information with you, how you can bridge the gap between what you do eat and what is better for you to eat. Thank you and have a great day.
So a little bit more, if you take all of this and put it together every single day, if you make that one simple change to add produce concentrates and shakes to your diet, this image shows you what you're getting when you do that. So it's adding 45 superfoods to your diet every day. And I'm so thankful I learned about it. I told you about my pregnancy outcome and how phenomenal I have felt in the years that I've been doing this. I feel better and younger now than I did 10 years ago. And I can't stress that enough. The oxidative stress relief that I've gotten through adding this to my system every day is unbeatable. We also recently made another change to add plant-based omegas to our diets. We wanted to add omegas earlier, but we couldn't find a clean source because most are from fish, which, goes rancid, and then you're taking in all the toxins that are in the fish, which contain, environmental toxins, including mercury and PCBs. So anyway, we finally started adding omegas to our diet when Juice Plus came out with a blend because it is 100% plant-based. So it's pure and sustainable. It's a full spectrum omega, so it has more than just one omega in it, and that's good. You want the full spectrum. You want it to be cold pressed, and it's even a vegetarian capsule, which we like. And so omega fatty acids support a broad array of health benefits, including heart, brain, joints, skin, and eyes. And I have definitely felt a little even more alert. I already, crossed a threshold where I felt more alert just from all the lifestyle changes that I made from, 10 years ago to now. But this kind of gave me that extra edge on those days when I don't get enough sleep because, some little people wake me up. So anyway, these are a great addition to your daily routine as well. And let's watch one more video. This is about all the benefits of the full spectrum plant-based omega.
Welcome to the Healthy Living Revolution Live. My name is Jennifer Myers. The Healthy Living Revolution is a movement of people who are taking healthy back, and we're offering this series to bring some simple solutions and simple education. Our speaker for this episode is Dr. Mitra Ray. Dr. Ray is an author, a scientist, and the creator of the Shred 10 program. She received a BS from Cornell University and her PhD in biochemistry from Stanford Medical School. Dr. Ray has been working at the cellular level of health for many years, and her research work has been funded by the National Institutes of Health, the American Cancer Society, and an Alzheimer's research grant. Dr. Ray is recognized worldwide for her seminars on health, longevity, and beauty, and has received rave reviews and awards on her books, the latest being, Do You Have the Guts to Be Beautiful? Dr. Ray resides in the state of Washington with her husband and her two beautiful daughters. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Jennifer, for that introduction. And thanks to all of you for coming up online to hear a little bit more about omegas as well as our Juice Plus Omega Blend, which I'm really excited about. To tell you the truth, before this came along, when people would ask me what kind of an omega supplement I recommend, I'd say there's nothing out there that I'd really recommend to you. I would recommend that you eat lots of nuts and seeds, grind up flax seeds and chia seeds, put them in your salad, put them in your smoothie, eat lots of a variety of nuts as well. And of course, people weren't doing that. So I'm really excited about this blend. Now, in this talk, I'm going to start at the end because many of you may not be interested in all the geeky science. So the first 10 minutes or so are just about why omegas are important to us, the two most frequently asked questions, and why our Juice Plus Omega blend might be the answer you're looking for. Then we're going to hear a quick story from Leslie, and then I'm going to spend another 20 minutes or so talking about the gory details of biochemistry and research for all my geeky friends out there. So why are omegas important? Because they are part of the structure of the membranes of every cell in your body, as well as the membrane of every organelle within every cell, such as the nucleus and the mitochondria. So let's watch a quick movie about the lipid bilayer. Lipids is another word for fat or fatty acid, and omegas are particular kinds of fatty acids that are important for this lipid bilayer.
Between the living machinery of the inner cell and the harsh conditions of the outside world stands the cell's plasma membrane. As crucial as this barrier is, it's surprisingly flexible. Push it and watch it move. Poke hard enough and it might break and begin to regroup. The lipid molecules of the membrane naturally assemble in a double layer because their tails repel water as their heads attract it. Throw in some cholesterol and a few carbohydrates, and you have the basic structure of a plasma membrane. Within these lipid molecules, we also find different proteins which do various things for the cell. For instance, they receive signals from the world outside, or they transport nutrients and waste. So nature composes the membrane with a combination or mosaic of different lipids, carbohydrates, and proteins. And these molecules are not stationary. They constantly move within the structure, fluidly changing their positions. The survival of all life rests on this veil of material. A supple membrane, just 2 molecules thick.
So if we go to the Juice Plus website, if we look at the words in the orange brackets, to me, these are profound words if you understand the field of omega nutrition. Juice Plus Omega Blend is a plant-based combination of the omega-3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 fatty acids containing DHA, EPA, and ALA that are derived from fruits, algae, and seed oils. By harvesting omegas from the original algae source instead of fish and using a cold pressing technique for our seeds to maintain the purity of the nutrients, we've ensured our omega blend is sustainable and environmentally friendly. Now, if you look at the label, you also see there's 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, and you might have read somewhere or heard somewhere that you're not supposed to get too much omega-6. So why is there omega-6 in the capsule? Well, it's because it's part of the natural ratio in Mother Nature of these fatty acids in these plant sources. So to answer the question, I thought we were already getting too much omega-6. I'll jump to the bottom line. The reason we think that is because in the Western diet, we get too much cooking. We have too much cooking oil, which happens to be high in omega-6. We also have too many animal products, which are also high in omega-6, and we are low in fruits and vegetables. So that's where people thought maybe we're just getting too much omega-6. However, omega-6, linoleic acid is the omega-6 fatty acid found in plants, and it's an essential fat. That means we have to get it in our diet because our body cannot make it. And there's no clinical evidence to support that we are getting too much omega-6. Actually, there's evidence to show that omega-6 is necessary and beneficial. Again, if you want to learn more about that science, I'm going to go into that in part 2. But just to briefly explain, cooking oil isn't bad for us because of the omega-6. It's because of the lipid peroxides we get from heating that oil, and the oils become oxidized, and then they become these sticky, rancid fats called lipid peroxides. Animal products are bad for us, not because of the omega-6, but because of too much saturated fat, which also applies to the fish, because you have bioaccumulation of environmental toxins in all the animal products. If I were to recommend salmon to you, I'd be recommending something that has as much saturated fat as a piece of steak. Now, while salmon have some omegas because they ate some algae, but they also ate a bunch of little fish, and as you eat higher on the food chain, you get this bioaccumulation of toxins. Fish have mercury and PCBs and other environmental toxins that I don't want to have anything to do with. And of course, everybody's telling us we need to eat more fruits and vegetables because we need more phytonutrients in our diet to help our bodies in so many different ways. Also, when you eat an avocado, you don't ask yourself, am I getting too much omega-6? It's the same thing with the contents that go into our Juice Plus Omega Blend. Now, it has taken the Juice Plus company over 10 years to create this product, finding the right components as well as the right technology to have a truly superior blend that is, next to not on the market today. So the next question is, why is there so little EPA and DHA in our Juice Plus Omega Blend? Because most fish oil supplements have more than a gram of EPA and DHA, which turns out to be not a good thing, which I'll, again, go into more detail in part 2. But let's talk about sustainability and safety. It is no big secret that we are running out of fish on this planet. There's been an exponential drop in fish populations since 1950, and there's also over 100 confirmed cases of extinctions of marine populations in our world oceans. We simply don't have enough fish on this planet for the recommended amount of fish people are supposed to be eating, according to some experts, 2 to 3 servings a week. We just don't have enough fish for that, for the Western world to eat that way. Secondly, we certainly don't have enough fish to make fish oils. So this is not a sustainable industry. And fish don't even make EPA and DHA. They get it from algae, and that's where we want to get it from as well. Also, no fishy burps with Juice Plus Omegas because of the algae instead of the fish. Now, the second piece of information that is so critical is this cold fusing technology. You see most oil products on the market today use a soft gel type of technology that molds the shell around the oils, but the challenge with this is that the shell material has to be heated to be pliable. So you have heat, which starts the degradation of the oils immediately. And then there's no way to retard the degradation once it has started. So the entire content of the oil in the capsule could be degraded, and you could be paying for rancid fats. Now, the encapsulation technology used to make Juice Plus Omegas is very exciting. You could call it cold fusing. Essentially, they fill the body of 2 pieces of hard capsule with the oils, then blanket it with nitrogen to prevent any degradation as they close the capsule. Then they fuse the cap of the body of the capsule using a special proprietary process that does not include heat to seal the capsule. Given this bit of news about cold fusing technology, even if you, for some reason, you believe you need more omegas, my recommendation is to first always take it in the ratios Mother Nature provides, and secondly, use this cold fusing technology to make sure you're not paying for rancid fats.
All right, so if you want to watch the rest of this training, you can get it on my website, toxinfreelife.com. Just scroll halfway down the page and then look for the Omega video. And if you're interested in learning more about the research behind omegas and possibly adding them to your daily routine, then you can click on the megsmith.juiceplus.com website to get that information. But let's move on a little bit and learn about why fad diets do not help us actually shed toxins from our system. So this is a really important topic for many people, including me. I want to maintain a healthy weight, not just to look good, but also because I know that excess fat contributes to over 20 different diseases. So remember the toxins we talked about earlier? Our bodies can't handle the onslaught of toxins from our environment and our food supply, and it protects our organs by trapping those toxins in our fat cells. The good news is this keeps the toxins from wreaking havoc in our bodies, but the bad news is the fat cells expand and can cause weight issues. When you burn fat the wrong way with a fad diet or some, starvation or something like that, you are not leveraging proper nutrition to shed the fat and shed the toxins. And so when you do that, the toxins are re-released into your bloodstream, which stresses your body out. So your body goes into fat production again to enrobe the toxins to protect your vital organs, and the fat returns. So it's a vicious cycle. The better way, the safe and healthy way to lose weight is to allow your body to cleanse itself by removing the toxic load and adding clean eating, especially fruits and vegetables. Now you're shedding fat and assisting your liver with the extra nutrition so it can do its job and cleanse the toxins. Weight is lost easier, quicker, and leads to more permanent weight loss. And your liver can do its job and clean up the blood and process the toxins out. So if you're using a fad diet or you're over-exercising, you're doing something else, you're just setting yourself up for that vicious cycle where your body has to then create more fat cells to enrobe the toxins that you're releasing. Whereas if you shed the fat, you are also shedding the toxins and you're giving your body the nutrients to protect your organs, to cleanse your system. So a little bit more about maintaining blood sugar. Did you know that willpower is actually a function of blood sugar? So think about a time, we talked about this earlier, where you're just super hungry, your blood sugar has dropped, and you just want to eat anything in sight, and then you eat something bad. The reason that you want to eat anything in sight is based on, the function of your blood sugar. So this taller line, the taller curve on this screen, is what happens when we eat a meal with things like bread and crackers and boxed foods, processed foods, empty carbohydrates. There's a spike in our blood sugar, then it comes crashing down, and an hour or two later, we need a nap, but not before we need more, another spike for our blood sugar. This also happens when we skip a meal, or first thing in the morning when we wake up on an empty stomach and we think we need caffeine to wake us up. Really, what we need is nutrition. So the dark blue line with the lower curve here shows what happens when we eat a low glycemic meal with fiber, so that any sugar which enters the bloodstream does so slowly. That's what fiber does. It slows the speed at which the sugar enters the bloodstream. So you don't get that high glycemic food spike. Instead, you get that low glycemic food nutrition, and your blood sugar remains stable. And it makes it so much easier to avoid bad habits and food addictions. You end up with the willpower that you need to make good choices. You stay in the zone of willpower. And you might find that you lose your junk food cravings. And there's actually another layer to understanding your cravings, and that is the enteric nervous system. And I'm going to train on that soon in the Toxin-Free Tribe. So if you want to learn how to leverage your enteric nervous system to control your cravings and to support a healthy body composition, join the tribe, and we'll go over that in the tribe. So a program that you could use to really jumpstart your health, which was introduced through the Healthy Living Revolution, is the Shred 10 program. I'm a coach for this program, and I also live by it the majority of the time. It helps me maintain my size 6 body composition. It lets me manage my enteric nervous system properly and prevents me from growing those extra fat cells to enrobe the toxins to protect my organs. So I leverage this in anticipation of a time when I know I'm going to change my diet. So maybe I'm going on vacation, maybe the holidays are approaching. This is just a solid program to keep you in that zone of willpower and help you maintain your body composition or reach the body composition that you desire to be at if you're not there yet. If you want more info on this program, let me know. You can do so by joining the Toxin-Free Tribe and messaging me there. I'll be doing a training there specifically about this program soon. And a little bit more about the Healthy Living Revolution website. I mentioned this at the beginning of the training. You can go there and use all kinds of awesome resources. They have multiple, I think 3 or 4 cookbooks now for download, which are all whole food, plant-based meals. They have a free fitness series, so you can get workouts for free from that website. They have a lot of webinars like the one that we watched earlier about omegas. So you can watch the rest of that webinar there, or you can see it on my homepage, toxinfreelife.com. But I highly recommend this website. It's fantastic. And if you're looking for, some purpose and this is really resonating with you, or someone it would resonate with, please share this training with them, but also join the tribe, invite them to join the tribe. And if you really want to be a bigger part of the Healthy Living Revolution and share this information with people, let me know. I can help you determine how to best share that with people and get them on the right path to health as well. And so this is a picture of the bottom of that website. So it just shows you the resources. On the left, talks a little bit about the Strong Kids Challenge. So this is an interesting resource for parents if you want to help your kids start life strong. So this is basically costs if you do feel motivated to add these products to your daily routine and get the results that I've gotten, get back to that perfect size body, that increase in energy, getting rid of all your symptoms of disease, and ultimately having the effectiveness and focus that you want in your life to get things done and be your best. So there are different options. I do the Shred 10 package every month. It's a little bit less than that because I don't necessarily have a shake every day, but that costs less than $8 a day. I like Starbucks. I go there and I get my almond milk, latte, decaf, and two of those, and I'm at my $7.90 a day. So, if you're like me and you need to find that room in your budget, just don't go to Starbucks as often and add this to your daily routine and reap the benefits. It's fantastic. That package allows you to have 2 shakes a day. The cost goes down if you're not taking in 2 shakes a day. Premium is the middle package, and that's $5.70 a day. And then the basic package is just 1 shake per day and the trio of produce concentrates without the omegas. But I don't recommend that. I recommend adding the omegas to your diet as well. And you'll find if you watch the rest of that omega training that Dr. Mitra Ray also suggests that adults take actually 4 omega capsules per day. So that's kind of doubling the recommended dosage. But she's the researcher. She knows what she's talking about. So I believe her and I trust her. So that just means you're adding $1 more to any of those packages because the omegas are basically $1 a day at their standard dosage, but doubling the dosage would just be $2 a day. So if you're interested in any of this, but you aren't quite ready to order, then, just let me know and we can talk more about it. If you do want to dive right in, it's Meg Smith at megsmith.juiceplus.com. And you can also get there from my website, toxinfreelife.com. And the last thing I want to point out is they offer a Healthy Starts program for families where kids can actually get the produce concentrates for free. So this is huge. They can do this for up to 4 years. They have to be between the ages of 4 years old through college age. And essentially it's a buy one, get one free. So if mom buys Juice Plus, she can sponsor a child to receive it for free. The child can get the gummies or the capsules. My kids eat the gummies. Any other adult can also sponsor the child. So if you have 2 kids and 2 adults in the household, they can both sponsor a child into the program. Parents are asked to fill out a quick survey about what effects Juice Plus produce concentrates have had on the health of their family. That is what they have to do in exchange for the free product. So far, there have been almost 1 million children participating in the Healthy Starts program, and these are the results that they see. 56% are taking fewer over-the-counter and or prescription drugs. I already told you my kids have never taken any of those. 60% are missing fewer days of school. 61% were eating more fruits and vegetables. That's true of my children. They love their fruits and veggies. 66% are visiting the doctor less. That's also true of my children because we only go for our checkup. We never go to the doctor. 71% are consuming less fast food and soft drinks, and that's by choice. My kids, they're little, so if they're eating soft drinks or fast food, it's because we allowed them to, and it's a treat. But they really don't even get any fast food. They've never been to, McDonald's or Burger King or Taco Bell or any of that. But for the kids that are older, that's who this is referring to, who are making choices for themselves. They're not choosing fast food. 71% are drinking more water. 89% are more aware of their health now than they were before they started taking produce concentrates every day. And 96% were reaping a positive benefit of some kind. So this is huge. If you really want to provide your children with the basics of, proper nutrition and lifestyle, this is a great step in that direction, and it's free. So you want to do it for yourself, add them to your order, and I can help you get through that process. Join the tribe and let me know if you're interested in getting started with this program. And, if you're interested in getting more involved with the healthy living revolution, there's a few different ways to participate. The easiest way is probably joining my toxin-free tribe. You can give me any questions you have there. I'm live and present in that group a lot, and it's free right now, but it's not going to be free forever. So get in while the getting's good. You can make one simple change and add Juice Plus produce concentrates and omegas to your diet and inspire yourself to live healthier. If you want to try any of those products, again, you can go to megsmith.juiceplus.com, to order, or you can go to toxinfreelife.com and link to it from there. And toxinfreelife.com has a lot of resources, like I said at the beginning of the training, about environmental detox. So reducing the toxins that you are exposed to is a great second step after you fortify your body with produce concentrates and clean omegas. And then lastly, you might want to jumpstart your health and get the Shred 10 program going. If you're ready for that, join the tribe and message me there, and I will get you started. The revolution is available to anyone. So, if you know people that this would resonate with, or you're thinking of someone as you watch it, share this training with them and invite them to join the tribe, and we'll get them started too. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching this free training. I'm happy to, support your health goals, and I hope to see you in the tribe. Bye.